Welcome to another part of Fug 2. This time, we're going for the longest part of the entire Let's Play. The other half of Classic Mode, for us at least. Which we're beginning of Downhill Jam with it. And Downhill Jam is going to be what you think it is. A Downhill Jam. It's the regular Pro Skater 1 level. 1,000,000 points already. You can see how the 6 really kicking our ass now. Skate, combo, crates, a Japan over that giant grate, manualing these puddles, and a tape. So yeah, for the most part, it's not that big of a difference in goals. I mean, we're not dealing with the valves anymore, and the combo letters are here, and the skate letters, I believe there were skate letters before, and they're a bit different now. And it's also the fact the tape's there, which is not new at all either. And it's also doing that great thing, which we always have to do. There's also this big jump here, which now has these gaps. 100 feet. There you go, Japan did. And there's also the crates, which I believe are also a thing we had to do in the original. However, the crates are now in different places. They're a bit more harder to get now. And, yeah, there's also the combo letters. There's also the stat points. There's also the fucking puddles that we have to manual now, which is fun. Also, I fucked that up somehow. It wouldn't let me grind. I don't know why it won't let me grind. You can grind that, see? But as you can kind of see, I was kind of hovering over the grind. It's a bit weird how everything is working with the Pro Skater 1 maps. It's not very good. Hit ledge left. Keep note of that. There's another gap called hit ledge right, which I'm going to get soon. But yeah, remember this? Remember we had to go up here in order to essentially get the last letter and such? Well, we can do that easily now. We get a never stop elect code gap, as well as a stat point, which, this is a very small level now in comparison to everything we've gone through now. Remember how everybody had such a hard, angry time with Downhill Jam back then? How this was such the hardest level of the entire game, of the first one? And everybody just hated Downhill Jam because of it? Yeah, like, it's changed now, huh? It's really changed. Not only just, like, in Fug 1, it's changed because how easy things have gone now. But, I mean, even nowadays, people like Downhill Jam. They don't hate it anymore. It's kind of funny how things have changed there. Hey, manual for that HP. I can keep manual if I wanted to, but there's no point in doing that. And there you go. Combo letters, Japan. Now continue one forward of a nice little jump cut of 3 stat points to put in my ollie. Maxed out there. So first of all, that crate there. I can just get off my board and get to that now. There is a window, apparently, over the other side of that wall there on my left, but, yeah, it's just not there anymore, I believe. Also, got the S, got this can, another crate. There's a stat point there. I'm going to go ahead and get that as well by jumping off this. I'm going to go ahead and get the A up here by this pipe. And I'm now going to show me going through this entire bit like I did back in Pro Skater 1. Now, of course, I could have landed and gotten a gap, which I will eventually get that gap later on. There's the billboard there. There's this weird jump here, which back then didn't work correctly, but here it does. And as I jump over here, got the tape. I could have grinded that, but, you know, I like to do things this way, honestly, because I can get off my board, which makes this more manageable in a sense. Got that T and the stat point up the T. Got that last crate right here, which I nearly missed. And then I get the E over here, which completes the skate letters as well. So we'll have left is the scores and the puddles. Alright, so let's go ahead and manual some puddles, shall we? I'm going ahead and put on the put on manual, honestly, and get rid of that run. There you go. Because now I'm just, like, filling out the whole thing from start to finish instead. And hey, I'm not going to manual through all these puddles, which is the weirdest one, honestly, because you don't really care that much about the puddles that much. But here, you do. Manual through all 5 of them, you're good to go. And now it's time for score, which, I'm going to do this a little bit differently, considering how going down this X just restarts you with the rewind thing, instead of, like, you know, doing what it did back then, which was punishing you and, like, fucking you up a bit there. But yeah, like, as you can see, pretty neat shit so far. You know, I'm going to go ahead and grind down here, get my focus going, get a nice score going. I have to get 1,000,000, so of course I'm going to go double that, because that's just me. At this point, the game wants me to go higher than 1,000,000, because that's just like, this is the halfway point, essentially, and we're already at 1,000,000 for 6, so, you know, I fucked up a bit there, by the way. Let me fix that. And for the most part, we're gonna get beyond 1,000,000 now, because the score is gonna keep going. We're only at the halfway point, and the score is gonna keep going drastically further up. So we gotta get better than 1,000,000 now. We can't just like end shit on 1,000,000 like we used to, because that's just baby shit now. We're pros. We're hard asses now. We gotta go harder. We gotta go bigger. Got a rail-to-rail gap there. And I'm gonna get some more gaps going. Got this transfer out of the way, the high-up transfer. And now, fucking done. Now it's time for a gap checklist of Downhill Jam, which is the smallest gap checklist of the entirety of these levels. Look at this. That's it. Super easy. Let's go. Hit ledge right. Get this out of the way right now. Same thing as hit ledge left one. There you go. Next up, you want to go ahead and get off this kicker and grind that for smack the pole. Easy as. After that, you want to go ahead and use this kicker here to grind down here, grind this spot here, and then grind this spot right over there. Kick it to pipe. Whew. Okay, next up, we got to go ahead and just look at the spot here for lip bar. And then after that, we want to go ahead and go for these two kickers, land the other kicker over there in order to get the box to box. And then, I believe it's the last, no, not the last one, jump this entire chasm without grinding for the huge water hazard gap, and then use this ramp here to get this grind here in order to get the water pipe to pipe. And that's it, that's all the gaps. That is literally how small this is. Don't get used to it. Do not get used to it, because remember, this is an hour-long video, so New Orleans, we got New Orleans and training, so I'm gonna do New Orleans. Let's go, New Orleans. Yep, here we go. Yeah, it's gonna get bigger. I'm gonna do this in one whole recording, so if things got chopped, it's just gonna happen. Japan over that crypt, voodoo dolls, crystal balls, and the tape. So the crystal balls are weird. You have to actually touch them to break them. These dolls here, you collect them. They're easy enough. They're normal collectible. Japan over this crypt. It's about the crypt gap that we already did. So, you know, spawn transfer, Japan done. Crypt keeper. And the last thing is the fucking, like, you know, the stats, the skate, the combo. The combo is awkward. The score is big. That tape there is easy as shit. Probably one of the easier tapes to get. And, yeah, for the most part, pretty simple stuff. But, yeah, like, the collectibles and the balls, they are, quite honestly, kind of janky. There you go. But, yeah, you might notice that this part is an hour long. It is the longest part of the entire Let's Play. Stat point right there. So, by the way, there's this voodoo doll here. It's right up there on the fucking Christmas lights here, see? If you try to grind for it, you just kind of miss. You just kind of go through it, which is dumb. So, what you have to do is get off your board and then just climb over to it, or jump for it even, when you're grinding, and then you get that way. You can't get it from just grinding. I can get that stat point there from grinding, but not that fucking thing. Now, unfortunately, I don't get enough time to actually get all this shit. I kind of fucked that one up. So, unfortunately, I just get 4s on everything with the voodoo dolls and the glass balls, which, you know, I'm sorry for that. You have already seen these 4 of those, so I can just skip to, like, fucking getting the crystal balls and the voodoo dolls out of the way afterwards. I don't have to fucking worry about that after. But yeah, like, I kind of fucked this one up, and, ish. Like right there, I missed that. I can fix it easily by going to a door or going to that car, but I'm going for the door. It's closer. It's to a voodoo doll. And yeah, I could have just gone backwards, which I didn't know. I don't remember where the fucking ball is, but it's backwards. It's not this way. And unfortunately, I fucked it too hard and landed it, and yeah. All I got done was these two. Which sucks. I could have gone 4 done. But hey, manual is maxed out. I'm going to go ahead and do run now. So, here is the combo letters shit. This one's just janky. You don't have enough speed to actually get the O, so you have to get off your board to get that. Then you got the M here, which you then have to roll right up for the B. And then the O is at the very end, which you have to get right off this grind. And then just, like, get to this ramp. And there you go. Requires you to get some off-the-board stuff done for that. Kinda dumb. There's the last crystal ball. And here's the stat here, as I go for this crystal ball here. Getting this out of the way first. And then afterwards we have the voodoo doll. Which the last voodoo doll that I was missing was right by this fucking tram here. Just get on these wires and you got it. So, there you go. And there you are. Easy shit. So now, with the final stat point gotten, we now move on forward to me taking care of these skate letters, which the S is right there, the T is right here, I'm getting it back, we're getting it all over the place, really. A's here, the K is right behind me, the sponsor right before that. And the E, just so happens to be right over here by this line that we can just jump for. Easy. And lastly is the score, which I'm going to go ahead and get done by using this and just ass dropping down below and using all the speed in air to get some nice tricks out of the way and get some gaps as well before going for the biggie. Never mind, I fucked it. Because some reason it just decided to land me on the grind for no good reason. So I'm now going to try and flatland this shit instead. Fun. But after getting 100 trick combo beforehand, like this, again, is nothing. This is nothing. Getting a huge million score is a joke now of the focus and shit. It's not going to be that big of a deal. But yeah, New Orleans. Its goals are fine. It's not something to really write home about. It's not even amazing, honestly. And for the most part, it's just collectible shit, so yeah. But yeah, about how long this part is, yeah, it's gonna involve the classic levels, because we already got all this shit done with, like, everything else, but we still got more levels to unlock. And, oh boy, it just gets, it gets bad. Let's go to training, shall we? Let's go to warehouse. Hey, there's Eric. Being very slow. Same score as before. Afterwards, skate, combo, the tape. There it is. And on that spot is the sprinklers, a Benihana over that pipe, skateboards. They have a 2 on them. But yeah, we can do this. The old over the half pipe. But the tape is not in its original spot. It is now a different spot, which is kind of sad, honestly. They could have gone there. They could have gone the full Monty, but instead it's right there instead, so, oh well. Anyway, there's the sprinklers, 19 of them. Just run around all these spots and you'll get them easily. Cumulos are also the same. They're really easy here, honestly. The stats, most of them are pretty much in the other room. And, yeah, most of the stuff is going to be in the other room. So, you know, it's not a big area either. It's a rather small level, honestly. It's just bigger than the original warehouse, which is super small. You know? Like, compared to so many other levels, a fucking warehouse in Pro Skater 1 is probably one of, if not the smallest level of all Tony Hawk games. So, not much to write home about. So training makes it bigger. You know, it makes it like twice as big. It's still small. Like, it makes it about the size of the fucking, the hangar. But, yeah, like, it's still not that big. Yeah, just get it out of the way immediately. No, I'm not getting it out of the way immediately. I'm getting some fucking bullshit out of the way first. I'm getting the sprinklers done, which I will soon. And the thing is, I could have gotten the skate ladders done too, but gotten that T there, and then I go for the A and the fucking K and S. But instead, I forgot the T, ran out of time, fucked that up. I also got the skateboards out of the way in a sense. I fucked that up too, though. Like, that skateboard there, that's in the spot where the original tape was. I'm not getting that in this run. I forgot about it. Both of these are in my face, and I just forget about them. And I feel nothing but shame for forgetting about this shit. And I'm sorry. I'm super sorry. I could have gotten so much done. I remember being able to get every goal done originally with Warehouse back then. And you know, it could have been the same here. It could have been the same here like old times, but I fucked up. Look at that. I could have gotten the skate ladders, I could have gotten the fucking skateboard here, and I could have gotten a huge high score. I could have gotten over that million in like one run. I could have done what I used to do back then, but I fucked it up, and I missed the stat point too. So yeah, I'm ashamed. I could have done all of this in one run, and I know I could have, but I didn't. And yeah. I got it done in 2 runs though, so I guess that's a fine compromise. But yeah, I remember the old days of when I was doing these Let's Plays when, it was like years ago, when I was like doing Pro Skater 1. I was doing the whole marathon thing, and you know, I did this level, Warehouse, in one go, one run. I fucking nailed it. And I was so happy. I was like, I felt like such a badass. And here I am, back here with the training version of it, and I could only do it in 2 runs, despite the fact I know very well I can do it in 1. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. I'm seriously sorry. Anyway, I get the high score out of the way in one go. And there you go. So, I cleared out everything. I got the stat points out of the way. I got the run fully done. Now we can move on to Boston. Which, yeah, for Fug 2 is actually our first level. And you can see, Pro score is 1 million now. Sick as that. So yeah, it's getting crazy now. Skate, combo, T-barrels, the tape, a backflip down the common stairs, and pigeon rails. Which, they're not gaps. We know the pigeons aren't gaps, but hey, I got the backflip out of the way immediately. This one, I kind of knew I wasn't going to get on my first go, because I completely forgot about the pigeons. I do not remember where all the pigeons are. And also, this combo letter is not exactly amazing. It's not terrible. It does. Let's have them say. My god, my fucking... I'm sorry if my commentary just looks like it's glitching out and shit. I'm trying my best to work with this. I am doing this in one go. One commentary track. Regardless of if the commentary glitches up because Vegas is breaking up. Oh man, this project was bastard to edit. So yeah, there's nothing down here, by the way. But yeah, this is the combo letters. I'm gonna get this out of the way right now and not fuck it up. So I forgot what the O was at the end. But yeah, if I wasn't showing you a full unedited run on my first go on every one of these levels, it would probably be like maybe 10 minutes shorter, but it'd still be fucking long. So, quite frankly, it doesn't make a dick of difference. Oh, God. I'm looking around just to find whatever, like stat points and whatnot. Because I know for a fucking fact I can get the warehouse training level done in one run. Everything else, I know it has to take me another run or two because it's just... There is more going on for every other level of this game than there is of training, okay? Training is basic. Training and Downhill Jam are the most basic levels. Everything else is more complex than these two fucking levels.
Check this out.
There you go. As I dance to that kid from the fucking long time ago internet times, I'm gonna go ahead and put my flip up a bit, and then we'll continue on forward to getting some T-barrels done. And not only that, I'm also getting some skate letters, some the A there. And over here, with the stat point up here on the roof, I'm also getting that tape there. So, let's go ahead and just get that K there. I'm gonna go ahead and get that T-barrel right there that the game showed me. It's a T-barrel right up here with the... No, it's not. It's just an E. I'm getting the E. I'm gonna go ahead and get this S here. There's another T-barrel right about up here where this ramp bit here is. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this barrel here. That's 4. And the T is right here, and the last barrel is inside the ship that we already know about, kind of, because we saw it before in normal level progression. So, all T-barrels done and dusted. So now, all I have left is the pigeon rails, which it took me a few tries to find them all, but I did find them. And first of all, stat point. Right up there, pulling it in, getting my flip up. Okay, first rail is right here at the start. We already got this a bunch of times, but the second one is here. The third rail for the pigeons is up here, but right by these trees. The fourth one is this rail here by the ship, and the fifth one is up on this banner here. The fourth one was the last one I found, too. It was kind of embarrassing. But there you go. So, now it's time for me to get the score done, which is 1.5 million. So, already, biggie. But you saw, with Flatland alone, I can get 2 million. So, you know, not a big fucking deal. So, yeah, I mean, for the most part, this is fine. If this was it, and I left all the classic levels for another part, I would have been fine, you know? It would have just been like a fucking, about 23, 24 minute video, and I would be okay with that. But no, I had to keep going. I had to do all of the list except for the final level for a specific reason. And instead, I now have a huge chunk of like over 30 minutes of the classic levels that I have left. Of the rest of the classic mode shit. And I hate it, because the gap checklist from this point forward is going to be hell. I'm gonna probably lose my voice. So, Canada or Philadelphia, both of them being Pro Skater 3, I believe. I'm going to Philly. So, here's the scores. Pretty big, getting close to 2 mil. The skate, the combo, bags, hoagies, a triple heel flip over that sign, and a tape. So the sign's here, it's still here, it's also a gap too, so you know, it's keeping that alive. And yes, it's a bit more hard to jump over than originally, but we now have to do a triple heel flip over that, which is quite a move to do. But yeah, the sign gap is still alive and well, and that sign, still kicking. Still a cool sign. So just gotta make sure to jump over that, or jump next to it, really, and get that out of the way in order to get that gap, and triple heel flip right over that in order to get that done. Bit hard to pull off right now, but there you go. And there's also the bags, which are like trash bags, and the hoagies, which I don't know why people are leaving their food around, but it's Philadelphia. They left their hoagies, even though I'm pretty sure they get pissed off. They saw people lying some fucking hoagies around the fucking entire park area and shit. Which, by the way, this would make all these the whole telephone pole there just collapse originally. But yeah, now it just like breaks the fence somehow because they can't just animate that like they did beforehand, and that kind of sucks. But this thing here is now a thing where we have to grind that in order to drain the fountain like that, and there you go. That's all the old Philadelphia tricks out of the way. Draining the fountain and getting rid of the fence to get to the skate park area, which is all well and good. And it all is the Pro Skater 3 or 2, I forgot which one was Philadelphia, fucking level shit. Which I like. I like Philadelphia. I think it's nice. And, for the most part, I think it's got some good shit. But I don't think it has that much gap potential. Canada, I can see that. Not so much Philadelphia. But they decided to give Philadelphia and the rest of these way too long gap lists. Like, it just becomes something I'm not going to enjoy. And I like getting these gaps, but I don't like getting these gaps, okay? Because they just get kind of dumb. They get kind of samey, and they get kind of dumb. So, I'm gonna just do my best on the score here. You know, do my best to get this shit out of the way, look around the park, and, yeah. By the way, I kind of fuck it, and I get nothing. But I got this shit out of the way, so that's good. So, put some points in the flip, max that out, get another stat point, and then take care of all these bags. There's one bag that I missed. I got 4 before. There's a stat point there. All the bags are gone now. And now I'm going to go ahead and get this tape by just grinding up there and kicking up. And I'm going to go ahead and get the stat point right here. Or get the Philly side hop at least. Come on, give me that stat. Yeah! Okay. All the bags I got. And the tape's got 2. So I got hoagies, I got skate letters, and I got the score. Put on the spin, let's go. First hoagie, I can just land on it, honestly. Second hoagie, I'm gonna go and get the bench gap out of the way. There's a whole bunch of them. Easy as. And also the easy post hop and the post hop. Just grind that for the easy one. And, yeah, there's the hoagie right there. Grind it properly for owning grind. I'm getting the K there. After that, I'm going to go ahead and get this hoagie right here by just standing on it, or grinding it really. Hoagie right here, and the last hoagie is up on this building right here. This is a stair set, by the way. Get up on the roof, and then grind that or stand it or whatever, and we got the hoagies. Okay, time for skate letters. Start with this S here, gotta make a jump instead of using the grind because it's too far away. There's a T there, just jump for that from the wire. A, grind the wire, and the E is over by the skate park. I make it through with 0 time left. It's up on that ramp. Just, you know, get the speed and there you go. And now all I got left to do is to score. So, I mean, so far it's not too bad. I mean, here's a gap there called Air at the Fun Box, and, you know, all the good shit's here. All the fun shit is here. But, again, it's not the goals that are the problem. The goals are fine. I mean, they're all going to be kind of samey, but for the most part, I don't have a problem with them. I don't have a problem getting the score. The score is not a huge deal. The huge deal is the gaps. Because they put more fucking gaps here than in almost any level in the game, okay? The remaining of the levels in this fucking classic mode, except for the last level we have for classic mode, all these classic levels from the old games, Canada, Philadelphia and the next one, which you'll recognize from Pro Skater 3 for fucking sure. Like, I like them, and they have neat shit, but they're not that gap heavy. And I feel like they made it too gap heavy for them. And I feel like they kind of ruined it. Like, world's most obvious gap. Are you fucking kidding me? So, are you ready to see how big it is? Because I'm about to start losing my fucking voice. Oh, God. Alright. First of all, let's set that fucking sign. And then afterwards, you want to go ahead and just manual this entire fun box in order to get the fun box wheelie. After that, you want to go ahead and just, you know, manual across all these steps in order to get 3 more gaps. First one here is called the manual big stair ledge. Then the medium one, like the fucking middle one. Yeah, mid stair ledge, and then the small stair ledge right here. Manual that. Manual around it a little bit from that. And then you want to go ahead and just grind this entire wire, and then, you know, you get this gap right here called fly-by-wire. And I'm going to go ahead and grind this rail here on the building, and then grind the ledge down below to get rail into planter. Land both of those. After that, I'm going to go ahead and just kick over that entire bit there for statue hop. And then I'm going to go ahead and grind these the whole entire yellow rail here for hover grind. And then, ash down here for the Philly HP transfer, or just spawn transfer down below. Grind these rails in the transfer thing for track smack. And then fucking go ahead and just jump high above from this pillar here for pillar fight. After that, you want to go ahead and then hit transfer here in order to get the cool quarter pipe transfer. And then do a manual across these boobs here for manual simulation. And then after that, you want to go ahead and then jump from that boob to that fucking box, the boob to box. Then, want to go ahead and let's check this spot here, Philly side HP lip. And then you want to go ahead and jump up this car here for car hop, the old one. And then you want to go ahead, let's check this spot here for Philly side big bowl lip. And then want to check the next side here, this spot here for mid bowl lip. And then the new bowl lip, right over here. And then, you want to go ahead and grind this entire rail here at the corner of the road for the little corner grinds. Then you want to go ahead and you want to fucking grind these 2 planners here, this big jump for planner double pillar gap. Then you want to go ahead and want to grind this to this planner here for the planner transfer. Then you want to go ahead and you want to just make a big jump over there for that, and then grind that for the world's second most obvious gap. Then you want to go ahead and just grind here and then make a big quick jump over there from there for just visiting on that grind there for that planner. Then you want to go ahead and then grind that, and then grind the yellow rail there for fun box transfer. Then you want to go ahead and fucking make a weird transfer here for behind the pillar, right behind the pillar there. Then you want to make a fucking transfer over this spot for concrete transfer. Then you want to go ahead and transfer over this pillar for pillar hop. There you go. Then you want to go and grind these fucking ledges in order to get the long stair, the mid stair, and the small stair. The medium stair, I mean. There you go, the short stair also. Then you want to go ahead and jump off this building to the grind over here for the telephone code gap. Then you want to go ahead and grind it, then jump off into the grind down here on the yellow spot in order to get the depth from above. Then you want to grind this fucking rail from the kicker here, and then grind that yellow spot immediately for fountain ping. Then you want to go ahead and then jump up here, manual across all the way from that spot to the other staircase on your left at the other end in order to get the gap known as Flatland Tekken. Then you must go and then fucking jump this entire spot here down to the fountain for THPS fountain gap. Then grind this entire gap here, get train hard. Then you want to go ahead and then do the whole thing you did before at the flatland thing, but this time go all the way across the road instead of the fucking stairs in order to get this gap called Flatland Tekken to the street. Then You want to grind that spot here, and then grind this spot there for ledge to handrail. It's not an easy gap to get. Then, you want to go ahead and grind this little rail here up the stairs for grind up the stairs, them stairs. Then, you want to manual all these little stairs here as they go smaller and jump across all of them in one combo to get rocking the stairs. Then, you need to go and fucking end yourself because you've done all the gaps. You're fucking done. And you still have to go and do a whole lot more because you're going to Canada. And it's not going to be easy on you from there. It's just not. Alright. I don't have a drink, by the way, so I'm going to get parched. But, same score. Same shit. But, we got the skate, we got the combo, we got the tape. We also have snowmen. We have the icy rails, and we have the FS board slide, that entire log quarter pipe. So, got fence hop in there immediately. I mean, some of the gaps in Canada catch, but now the gaps are bigger. They shouldn't be. And they're also kind of more dickish. In fact, one of them has a gap that I don't like. But yeah, we don't need those stinking rails. This run, by the way, you're watching right now, I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy because in this entire run, as I'm looking around, trying to get this board slide one done, by the way, I actually end up completing no goals. And I just get so fucking upset that I essentially just restart the entire thing. I'm going to jump cut to the thing. So call the tree grind right there. You do it backwards, you get a gap as well. Which I will get when we get to the gap stuff later on, I believe. So don't worry, I'll get that gap as well. But, yeah. What you want to start off from is there's a kicker to the right over here. To the other side of this entire grind. Use that instead. And you have to do it with the board slide immediately. You can't just, like, you know, do a different trick and then do board slide. You have to do an FS board slide and stick with that fucking thing all the way through. No changing tricks, no jumping, no nothing. And it can't be a BS board slide. It has to be FS. Which... the log quarter pipe, but I did a BS board slide. So, that fucked me off a bit. And I just got so upset at how fucked I was that I just reset. I just gave up and I retried. I'm jump cutting now because I just gave you a full run anyway. So, here's the FS board slide. It took me another 30 seconds to get it done too. Not a fun trick to do. Really awkward. The FSBS shit, it's backside front slide shit. I'm not a big fan of it in these games. But whatever, I got it out of the way. Here's some gaps for you. Run that quarter pipe down to that grind for flying fenceman, then that for fence hopper, then that for rail bank shot. And then that for fence transfer as well. And it's also this gap right here, which didn't register for me there, but there is a gap they'll get soon. There's a transfer over here in order to get the breezy channel gap. Okay, and it's a fucking hit transfer here in order to get the lighted up gap as well. And there's also this kicker here, up to this kicker for this gold and them there, heals and dar heals. And then there's the combo letters here, which I'm getting right fucking now. Here's the C, here's the O, here's the M over here, getting the dead man slide out of the way. Here's the B, and there's the O. Land it, get it done, you're done there. Only 2 goals done. But I got 1 stat. 1 fucking stat. Anyway, over here, I'm getting the S. I'm getting the skate layers out of the way now. This is the K right over there. I'm also getting the gap known as climb the tree and tree air gap. And over here, I'm also getting the still bootlegging. And I'm also bringing this up too. Sounds a bit weird. But there you go. With that, now I can go upstairs over to another gap, which is load and go and pickaxe sluice. And then I'm going to go over here and get this E, as well as get the gap known as the minecart launch. So there you go. Bunch of gaps in one go, as well as the E and the rest. And there's the A right over there, which I'm going to make a proper jump for in order to get that. And also stat is right over there. There you go. So I'm going to go ahead, jump over here, get the A, got the skate levels out of the way. And now, getting this stat right over there as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this grind here to get this head off in order to get the, my head gap. And then, there you go. And now, I'm going to go ahead and do this whole car gap thing. And then I'm going to go ahead and fucking grind these spots here in order to get the bannerad.com gap. And then I'm going to go ahead and just get this jump here for fun box hop. And then I'm going to start fucking using this spot here to grind over to these ices here. These ices have stat points and a tape. And also, they have shit here. This will bail you for a nice shot bail thing, the unique text. Also, I'm going to go ahead and get a gap here for go long and grind. And then I'm going to do the opposite end in order to get this gap over the hump as well as the tape over here. And if you do another spin on that hump there instead of bailing, you get something special. You nailed the fucking rock. Hell yeah, bro! And I got the parking lot mini gap. And I'm also getting another one. And then I'm going to grind that for grind the pine. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fucking get up here. I reset, by the way. I'm sorry. I fucked up there as well. I shouldn't have reset. I should have waited. I'm an asshole. I got the stat point, though. And I'm going to go ahead and transfer over this for over the blade. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fucking grind that spot to this grind here in order to get the chainsaw buzzing. I'm going to land it. And then, there you go. Put my stat points, get that spin to max. Last up, lip, switches last, as always. Then I'm going to go ahead and get the icy rails out of the way. Grind all the ice to get them out. You can't just grind one spot of the ice. It has to be all the ice in one continuous grind. They're all their own piece of ice. Once all 5 are done, there you go. And snowmen. I'm going to follow the snowman, I'm going to kill the snowman. All easy shit. Remember there was a guy here that got his tongue stuck in a pole and you had to knock him down? There was a bully here as well. They're not here anymore. There's no people here anymore. It's just skateboarders. They're all fucked off. And there you go. All the snowmen. All the snowmen are taken care of. We can now move on forward to happy pastures as we get to the score shit. Back off or die, bitch. Alright, time for score. It'll be easy enough. I'm gonna stop talking to recover my fucking voice a bit, because I'm starting to feel the croakiness. I'm gonna need to talk. I'm gonna need the voice. Cut the corner, by the way. Flatland going. Get that nice flatland going. Alright. Nearly got the 6. Abuse the grind. Get those gaps. Land it now. We'll keep going. Yeah, keep it going. Fucking kill it. And get this gap here for a tennis stomp. And then... Alright. Are you ready for the gap checklist? Okay. Let's go. First of all, grind these spots here for curd hopping and fence hopping. Well, I got fence hopping. Then, grind these two pipes here for these bowls here for bowl to bowl. Then, you want to go ahead and grind this entire log here for the old wing dam. Afterwards, you want to go ahead and you want to grind from there to there for prospector path. Then, you want to go ahead and you want to fucking grind this spot and then grind down there in order to get the hitch knot gap. And then you want to go ahead and bail. I landed it, don't worry. Then you want to grind this spot here, then grind that spot for look mon, no talent. And grind all the way around this entire thing for around the horn, an old gap that we know of. And then you want to grind that to a bowl for rail to bowl and do it the opposite way for bowl to rail. Okay. Next, you want to go ahead, you want to grind that spot up to that roof, that fucking billboard there for IPO funding. You want to go from that billboard there into a rail on the right in order to get the just went bankrupt thing. It goes with the ad thing. Then, there's this thing.
Oh no, I don't want to die!
Nice little Easter egg there. Kid's still there, by the way. Anyway, grind these two spots here, these two little lines for the dozer blade gap. Then, you want to go ahead and grind that spot to that rail there for all that glitters. Then, you want to go ahead and then grind there and then grind the red rail for rail stomp. And then you want to go ahead and use that rail stomp grind there for rail cheater on the other rail there. Then you want to go ahead and you want to lip trick this spot here for crooked extension. And then you want to go ahead and then go over this transfer for coal gap transfer. And then you want to go ahead and you want to grind that spot there and manual this entire spit here for manual transmission. Then you want to go ahead and then grind backwards all the way through to this fucking spot here for enum did not it. Or do it the actual way around like this for the haunted mine. And then, you want to go ahead and then grind the spot here, and then get over to that spot there for tree to coral grind, like I said beforehand. And then, you want to go ahead and then let's trick spot here, one of these fences here in the bowl for fence extension. Then you want to go ahead and let's trick spot over here for the panhandler. Then you want to go ahead and you want to fucking get off that kicker, then grind that for fence bomb, and then go over that spot for curb bomb. And then you want to go ahead and grind there, and then do a whole little crossover there for the crossover the easy way spot there. And then you want to go ahead and then just, you know, do a weird spot over here for Aurora Borealis. And then you want to go ahead and then grind that down to a rail down here, being slow as hell to get the jump for part to launch. Then you want to go ahead and then jump over that and grind that spot there to get the sap slapper. And then you want to go ahead and you want to fucking, you know, use this kicker here from the ground to ash up down below for the Buck Wild. Then you want to go ahead and use this kicker here to grind that spot there for Fun Box to rail stomp. Then you want to go ahead and fucking use this grind here, then just land on top of that generator for save by the generator. Not that hard to do, honestly. Then you want to go ahead and then do a big jump over this fucking platform, over to a grind on the other side to get the road that was cool. That gap sucks. Someone said it was easy. It's fucking not. And that's it, right? That's all the gaps. Unless you also do remix like I am, because they put 3 more fucking gaps in that fucker. And guess what? I have to do them too! Fuck! So, the other 3 gaps includes the remix for Canada is Nice Save Cheater. It's also this one right over here. You have to grind all the way across from that ramp all the way to the other end here in order to get the gap known as the Flying Fence Stomp. And you have to do a weird fucking grind thing here. That kicker there to grind down there in order to grind that rail there for big air fence stop. And then comes Nice Save Cheater, which is you jump there, you grind that rail, and then you jump to your left to this rail over here in order to get this fucking gap. Done! That's all the gaps of Canada, with both this and Remix. And Remix has some gaps removed from this fucking shit too, so keep that in mind. We're not done yet, though. We should have been done, but we're not. Because I have one more, and it's fucking Los Angeles. Jesus Christ. $2,550,000. Skate, combo, the tape, lattes, a fucking bowl of the purple gap, low carb dishes. Oh boy. And yes, the earthquakes are here as well. We love our earthquakes. Our classic as fuck earthquakes. Indiana style and all. Land it, please. No? Okay, I'm getting the score done, I guess. I want to get the 2 million out of the way. My throat's already hurting. My throat is already sore from all that reading. And there's so much more. To the ladders, shoot some ladders, hot, 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 grinding. Look at the fucking amount of gaps I got in that one combo. Like, fuck, man. More head ledge? Like, man, there's gonna be so much. There's gonna be so fucking much. And there's Eastern Turn, by the way. So, you know, getting that out of the way. They're all gaps, so, you know, I gotta get them out of the way and also get the earthquake to happen. Which, you know, I gotta show that off at least. Got the car hop immediately, thank God. And here's another tremor right over here, the Northern Tremor. And the last one, I already know it's to my left. It's fucking also around the fountain. There's something neat for you. No point to doing it. See? Oh, God. So, last rail, it's right over here. Southern Tremor. Stop the earthquake. Look at that. Not as dramatic. And there's that thing there. But hey, it's still fun. I forgot that I did it on my first run. And I kind of edited in me doing it again. So, we're going to watch me do it again. And quite frankly, I'll be fine with that. It'll give me breathing room. Because there's a lot to Los Angeles. Alright, let's go. First of all, here's this roof area, which up on the very top of here is a tape. Just climb up here and you can get it. Takes about a few seconds, honestly. There you go. After that, I'm going to go and get this gap here for down the stairs. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get this gap here for the transfer. Actually, I'm going to get it from the air here. Just jump upwards and you get this one going ballistic. I'm going to jump cut in order for me to get the stat here with the latte. I'm going to go ahead and get this stat point here. I'm going to go ahead and grind this top spot for the They Are Great and Doorway Hop. Again, They Are Great gets me an open grate. One here on the rooftop back over there, where the tape was. And I'm going to get these stat points up. Get the lip trick upwards. I'm going to go ahead and get that fucking low carb dish out of the way. I'm going to get this one right away too. This one there. This one over here. And the last one right over here. There you go. And then, I'm going to this entire spot here for kiosk. And then I'm going to go ahead and then just get this combo load shit started. Just fucking, you know, get to the C. Get that O. Grind the spot here. Get that fucking M down there. I fucked it. Fixed it though. Get that B for wall ride. And then jump across and get that O. There you go. Nailed it. And now it's time for me to go ahead and just get this gap, the tower popping, and then the off one, which is the tower locking. And then afterwards, grind these two rails here if it's squeaky clean. Got it immediately somehow. Afterwards, transfer that for the cold chillin'. And then I'm going to go ahead and just time transfer down below or up above for nachos and quesos, y'all. Then I'm going to do the roll over this with the purple skipping. Get that fucking go out of the way. Then transfer here. Latte there. Hung over. I'm going to go ahead and just, you know, end there. Got the triangle level. I have the triangle. That's our final level of classic mode. It's exclusive to classic mode, and it's our final unique level that we haven't seen yet in any of the games. Getting lattes out of the way now, by the way. Getting this gap 2. Grind the triple X. And now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get this latte here. And then this latte here. I'm going to end it right now. 5 lattes. And now I'm going to go and get the skate letters. The S, the K, which is right here, to my left. That's stat. That's just to my right. I'm getting the A first. I'm going to get the T by doing the wall ride. I'm going to get the E by drifting this ramp there to get up that pole. And I'm going to grind that and get the K. All goals complete. All I have left is stat points and gaps, like washing windows. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you me doing the thing again. You might notice that I'm not getting gaps. The gaps still work. See? Sometimes they don't actually work though. It's a little weird. It's a weird little glitch. So there you go. But I don't have enough time to really fuck around with this one, unfortunately. I could have, but I didn't. I could have gotten a stat point immediately, in fact, but I fucked it. See? I fucked it, and I fucked the overpass leap too. I'll get it out of the way though. But all the goals are done. Every goal is done. I just have stat points and gaps to do now. This overpass leap, got that stat point there. Getting the stat. Oh, by the way, old goal. That car. Remember that car? Grind it now. It's janky fuck animation. Hell yeah. Anyway, get the stat point here as well. And yeah. Also, nice. And Tower South. And this spot here for Tower Rail's gap. Did I miss showing you this gap, this stat point? I think I did. That over the fountain. I'm sorry. I might have fucking forgotten to add it in. I really am sorry, but I did get that fucking stat point. And Vain Frustration. You already saw it anyway. And now it's time for the gaps. Oh god. Oh god. Ah. First of all, fucking transfer here for the purple transfer. And afterwards, you want to go ahead and transfer this spot here in order to get the Burrito Grande. And you want to go ahead and you want to make a fucking grind there to that spot, any of these spots with Perishing Ramp. Then you want to go ahead and you want to fucking grind these spots here in order to get the triple X hop. Then you want to fucking go and you want to fucking grind this entire spot over that for the over the Yellowstone Shack. Put my stat in, please. Thank you. And you want to go ahead and go for that window there for Yellow Cutter. And you want to go ahead and mount this fucking Litric here for Northern Washer Lip and the Southern Washer Lip. Then you want to go ahead and you want to fucking, you know, just open this up, jump over this gap, get the pure air that you need. Then you want to go ahead and try to this spot here in order to get Reticular Spine. And you want to go ahead and you want to just jump over this entire staircase for the bunker. And you want to go ahead and you want to fucking lip trick this spot here for Host of Lip Smacking. And you want to go ahead and you want to fucking, you know, jump over this cross here for the Don't Fall and then do that Bustin' Cherry shit there as well. There you go. And you want to go ahead and lip trick this spot here for Lip Wash. And you want to go ahead and you want to fucking, you know, grind this entire spot here for Burrito Carnitas. Then you want to go ahead and you want to fucking make a big ass jump here in order to get Nosebleed Time. Then you want to go ahead and just grind that spot here to grind that spot there for Tower Rail Swap. Then you want to go ahead and you want to fucking grind these two spots there all the way across. You want to get the east side, jump over that entire street. Do the same thing here like this. You want to get the west side. Then you want to go ahead and get through these little small holes up the roof here in order to get the Yellow Fall. Then you want to go ahead and you want to fucking grind this entire rail here for Wild Ryan 1, 2, 3, and then grind the fountain at the end in order to get Wire Drop. All in one coming, baby. Then you want to go ahead and, you know, wall ride that spot there for Passing Gas. Then you want to go ahead, you want to grind that spot, and then just, you know, grind all the way across about wall ride and shit, and then grind there for nice move. Then you want to go ahead and you want to fucking jump that entire staircase all the way to the road for all the way. Then you want to go ahead and you want to just kick off that to grind that wire there for electrified. Then you want to go ahead and you want to fucking, you know, impress Annie by doing his little spot here. I'm going to do all three because I'm fucking good. That middle one's the easiest I can do without focusing. These other ones a little bit harder. But yeah, shoutouts to Andy. By the way, I know you're working on the Turning Up Pro Skater 1+2 thing. Ring me up and give me like a free copy, please. That'll be cool. Anyway, manual up the bunker and manual down the bunker. Those two gaps is manual across the grass here for both of those. And yeah, after that, you want to go ahead and you want to fucking use this weird jump kicker here for roll hump jump. I keep jumping over that spot. Then you want to go ahead and use this grind shit here for fountain hop. Then, you know, jump across from that. And there you go. How I want to do it. And I'm going to just really showcase my fucking ledge manual. Hell yeah. That's my one. Take that, Andy. Then my manual out for manual cut ledge. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to fucking jump across that entire wall there in order to get the from purple to street. And then I'm going to go ahead and go inside the liquor store in order to get this gap here called production drop. Then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to fucking, you know, big air, wall ride to the street. Orange wall to the street. It's apparently a hard gap. It's easy as. Mail this entire spot there and jump up that fucking fence in order to get the mail deck over pillars. Then you want to go ahead and use that to get the post stair. Use that whole kiss rail thing to get a lot of height with a lot of speed and shit. Or you got to run the rail up here to get post to wire. A bit harder to do. And then go ahead and switch this fucking right here. And then use that to get a nice fucking transfer all the way across this for a huge launch. And then you want to go ahead and then, you know, slowly get yourself a nice jump here. Just stick a slap this spot there for, oh yeah, you are good. And lastly, use this big boost kicker here to boost yourself over and grind that for fire truck stomp. And that is all the gaps of Las Vegas, of Los Angeles, I mean. That's it. That's all of the class levels done. That's all the caps. And I want to thank Benedict Gameplay because I had to get some help for some of those gaps as well. Like the orange one, I was getting the wrong direction. So shout out to him as well. Watch his videos, you want to see some cool gap stuff there. We're not done yet though, because next time not only doing the triangle, but we're also doing all the remix levels in classic mode. So I'll see you then for the end of classic mode.